If you're watching this video, that means the first video probably got you intrigued enough to find out more about the project before you give me your money. This video is not only going to tell you more about the comic book, but it's going to tell you a little bit about myself, the writer, and the artist, Mark Thacker.
Hi there, my name is Mark Thacker. I'm from Lansing, Michigan. I'm the artist that's currently attached to the project. I've been drawing my whole life. My dad has been probably my biggest artistic influence. And I've always wanted to do comic books because I've always enjoyed reading them, and I just hope to give someone else that same kind of enjoyment. Thanks for your time, everybody. Bye.
My name is Chris Mills. I was born and raised in Garden City, Michigan. I enjoy drinking beer and playing guitar in my Celtic folk band, the Ramblin' Rovers. That's actually a hard cider I'm drinking because my girlfriend will freak out when she finds out I drank one of her ciders. I also paint with acrylic paint. I'm a huge nerd. I used to LARP frequently. I like video games, specifically League of Legends. I love League of Legends. I have a lot of houseplants. That's a strange hobby of mine. My friends and I also like to film funny skits every now and then. At least we think they're funny, but we go by the name of Z&M Comics. I currently deliver pizzas for a living, and I have been for going on 5 years. And I like to wear a kilt at the Renaissance Festival every now and then. But I had this idea to be a comic book writer. So that's why I'm asking you for your money. So the reason my story is so cool and unique is not only that it has what I like to consider original plot twists, but the characters are just floating. You know, they're ex-mercenaries, and they're not killing people on purpose. I mean, they're defending themselves, but you know, they used to get hired to go around and just kill people. And I don't want to give away too much information about the story, but that past life got flipped up on its head, and now Rallick and Uthar are acting like it never happened, and they're exploring the world, almost as if it's the first time. God, I need more of this. The world that this takes place in is huge, by the way. It's gotta be at least 10 times the size of Earth. I don't want to compare my story to other stories like Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, because it's not like any of that. Sure, we have wizards and dwarves and elves, and you know, there's magic, and there are no dragons, but you know, it's a unique story because you have two main characters that are so lighthearted about everything, and they just get thrown into very serious situations, life or death, and they handle it like it's nothing. So the story starts off with Rallick and Uthar walking to a nearby town, and they're looking to buy land, hopefully in the area, and they start looking for odd jobs just to do, and quickly their old life gets brought back in. They run into a tribe of orc-like troll things. Again, I don't want to give away too much of the story, but they run into these goblinoid things, and they're on the land they want to buy. They have to do a favor for the creatures, and that all goes to shit, and they give up on the land, and the story starts to unfold. I think where I'm going with this story is that they end up in their old shoes, or at least completing some unfinished jobs. And I think they'll also drift apart from each other, Uthar and Rallick, but they get brought back together the same way that brought them together when the story begins. Uthar is a fire mage. Well, actually, he's a regular old mage, but he prefers to use his fire spells more than anything else. He just feels more comfortable like that. He's like a pyromaniac or something. Rallick is a brute, but he uses healing powers, which dwarves have never been known to be able to use healing abilities, but Rowlick somehow can. Because of Rowlick's healing abilities, Uthar and Rowlick feel as if they're invincible. And to an extent they are. I suppose if Rowlick got his head cut off, there'd be no way for him to heal himself. But to be able to cut off Rowlick's head, you'd have to be pretty damn fast. Rowlick's full name is General Rowlick Fast Hands. Fast Hands was a nickname given to Rowlick by the recruits of the Black Militia. That was the name of their little hitman assassination little thing they were doing, their little mercenary group. And they called him Fast Hands because of the mace he wields. He can draw and smash someone's skull faster than most people can blink. Anyways, these two are constantly getting into silly little arguments and debates, but they know at the end of the night they still have to share a tent. And no, they're not gay, but a lot of people, and it might seem like they are gay because they finish each other's sentences and, you know, they clean up each other. You know, one of them gets food in their beards, the other one will clean it out for them. You know, they know each other so well, and it's just a great friendship. I don't have any dragons because who cares about a dragon, right? That's been done before. The majority of the money raised through this is going to go to Mark to pay him to take off time from work and really focus on the first issue. Really get it nice and crisp looking so we can get it printed and shipped off to Image Comics. I would love to write a comic book for Image Comics. I read so many of their books, it's ridiculous. The way Image Comics works is you have to have like the first 6 pages of a comic book or something along those lines. You send it to them with an essay saying why you think it's going to work and where it goes and what makes your story unique, and they sign off and you get to be a comic book writer. So hopefully the story seems intriguing enough, and hopefully we seem like decent enough folk, and you want to read this book for the rest of your life. I actually don't know how long it's going to be. I don't have an ending picked out. I don't want it to end. I'd love for it to be on TV or something real popular like. That'd be awesome. Anyways, thank you for your time. Look at our rewards for donating. We think we have some pretty cool stuff. You know, we have some original t-shirts, some original one-of-a-kind posters from the artist, some nice stickers that you can put on your car. They'll last you all year round. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, everybody.
Thank you for your time.